What's up, guys? Josh here, back at it again with a public service announcement. Excuse the echoing in here, but I wanted to make this specifically secret and proven method for you guys. Now, there's been so much talk about what's going on. Like, hey, what's going on? Josh just got like this crazy, incredible thing that allows us to go all in 30 to 40 days. Now, I was supposed to wait actually until around December 1st, around before I was going to release this information, because I wanted it to be an actual proven method before I gave it to you guys to let you know that the proof was in the pudding. But for some reason, my instincts and my guts, that outer side approach of pretty much being able to letting it out, the cat out the bag, is actually wanting to come out. So instead of having you guys so frustratingly waiting, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring it out. Only because of speaking with a specific person that's been behind my side about this, decided to put something down a little bit extra special for you guys. Now, before I get into it, like I said, I did tell you guys it was going to be around $200. That's all you needed to be able to be the start, wanting to go all in, or even changing the lifestyle, just how you are, wherever you're at, financially, credit-wise, etc. This is a proven method that's going to be able to give you guys the exact turning point on how you see life differently. You're going to trigger the other side, that faith instead of that fear. This is what this allows for you guys to do, to generate the income that you want and to be able to use it responsibly. Now, if you're able to follow directions, this is something that can be pretty done. Now, a lot of us, we can't sell. None of us have anything to sell. We don't make enough money to be able to try to save because of the amount of bills that we have. So this is another step approach that might work for some, but it might not work for all. So I'm also putting that out for you guys. It might work for some, but it might not work for all. But it will definitely change everyone's lifestyle. Now, by show of hands, how many of you guys ever heard of SCN? Raise your hand. No one, probably a few. Well, SCN is what we call our secondary credit number. Some of you guys don't even know about this. Well, by law, the law of government passed in 1991 about only allowing social security numbers to only be shown by government officials, aka jails, or anything that has to do with the IRS when you're filing taxes. So, when you're approving or when you're applying for credit, did you know that you can actually use another number, another 9-digit number? This is where the SCN comes into place. Now, the key point about this is that you could make a 700 FICO score in 30 days. Just in 30 days, you already have another credit score on top of the credit score that you established with your Social Security. So this is amazing because there's so much information that you can pull, plus it changes your lifestyle. You're rebuilding your lifestyle. You're starting all over again. Now, this is the concept. There's a few things that you have to do. And your broker, whoever it is, because you will be assigned a broker, which is free of charge. That's the best step about it, because they're there to make sure that you succeed. That's the only way their business will succeed. Same thing as in Power Network. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Now, number one, when you go through this process, there's a few things that you need to know. Number one, you gotta make sure that you make another email account. I prefer Gmail. Gmail is the best step because Google, everyone knows what Google is, and they're more of a business standpoint. So Gmail will be the best set. Find you or get you, not find you, but get you another Gmail account. That's going to be something that's very beneficial for what you're doing when you establish your SCN. Number two, you're going to need a new address. Yes, that's the trick, because of course, it's kind of hard to get a new address. But there's a few things that you need to know. Just imagine yourself, the FBI is looking for you. You want to know where you cannot be found. So, you got to be very picky on who you find when you use a person's address. Of course, unless you have another address way back in Timbuktu that you ain't never used it. So, I always use an auntie. You can use family members. That might benefit. But just think of it from this way. You've not used your credit card there. Hell, you've not even ordered pizza there. That's how the concept is. You cannot have nothing that is tied credentially wise to you or brings you back to who you are and your social security number. That's the biggest step. So you're going to have to sit down and do some thinking. Number one, you can't use a girlfriend. You can't use a wife. Of course, that's always tied to your credit. So that's also a big no-no as well, because somehow, some way, the governments will find, or other creditors will find out that you established another number. And they will go ahead and start moving your stuff from your social and putting it into your SCN. And that right there will allow you to get compromised. And we don't want that. All right? Number two, family members, like I said before, if you do have certain family members that you never used to count, that's the perfect thing to use them for. If you can trust them and they rely on you by giving them your mail, not snooping through it, then you're pretty much good. All right? Number three, one of the biggest things of all is you're going to have to not use your phone number. Now, of course, your phone number is also tied to your account. So some of you guys might have prepaid, but nowadays, when you do a prepaid, they do ask for your social security number. And if you do have Verizons and all that stuff, they always do credit checks. So you cannot use your cell phone number or any number that's associated to you. The whole concept of what the SCN is, it's supposed to allow you to pretty much generate the credit that you need without having the necessary resources that will allow you to get compromised. Same thing like I said, the cell phone, because you don't want to use your cell phone in order for that to do it. You want to do what you're needing to do, follow directions, pay when you need to pay, and not have to have any worry about anything. Now, the concept with this SCN is pretty much simple. There's going to be a website that's listed below. I'll say it for www.secondcredithistory. www.newcredithistory.net, N-E-T, and it'll be posted down on the sign below. Now, the only way you're able to get this, because it's a fee, which is $199. Now, it was normally $299, but if you use me as a referral, you automatically bump down to $199. So, in other words, I'm helping you guys out just as much as I know that this will help you guys out, because I trust in the source. I'm already using my SCN right now, and as of Wednesday of this month, before Thanksgiving, I will be initially applying for a 30K loan to see how proven it works, because this is the highest we've ever done it within 30 days. Normally people apply for 10K after 30 days, which is automatically enough for you to start your EN and have enough money on the side to do some marketing. So that way you're able to start building up your business the way that you're supposed to and reaping the benefits a lot sooner than a lot of ones that are not automatically in. So this gives you the key concepts, plus it gives you a little of freedom to roam around and start using the things that you need to do, start investing in some of the things that you need to invest in to get your business rolling. Now, like I said before, it's a $199 fee when you refer me. If you do not use me as a referral, you're going to be paying $299, and there's no need for you to be paying extra money. So I'm helping you guys save nothing. I don't get nothing out of it neither, but just the fact that we're very good customers and a very good friend of mine's, he's willing to drop it down $100. Now, if you act today and you send in a request, there's already the information will be on the website, and a little bit more information about this SCN will be on the website, just in case if I didn't hit the button, because there's always information there that people want to know and research. But it's dedicated and it's a proven method for you guys to rebuild your lifestyle, and for ones that are looking to build a business credit, that's what we call this, a business credit, we'll be able to build that in less than 30 days. So, make sure you tend to that. Once you get there, you will be assigned a broker, fill out the information, it's all on there, refer me. But if you guys do this today, my buddy here, my broker, which is the one that'll be assigned, he is going to let you guys get in for $125. That's right, 125. $125 instead of the initial $199, which is also another reason why I'm bringing this out today. That's why the cat's out the bag. Instead of waiting for you guys to act on it on Friday when it's initially $199, because some people might have the $125, some people might have the $200 now and be able to do it and save themselves $75 to go and do what they need to do. Now, like I said, when I'm always doing stuff here, people, I always make sure I test it before I give it out to other people. This is a test that I've done, and it's been done successfully. Now, the key part about this is of course, you're responsible for your debt, and you're responsible for your debt if it does get compromised. But the key factor about this here is that if it does get compromised, you initially can apply for a new one, but you won't have to pay the $200. You would initially have to pay an additional $50 just to do it again, and you would need to get a new address. It's just as simple as that. All it is just following directions, listening to what they'll tell you to do, and that's it. And the key factor is if you do it now, or if you do it whenever you decide to do it, it only takes 24 hours for them to give you your SCN, and you initially go ahead and start applying for a credit. You mostly will apply for Capital One. So here's a key trick that I learned from my broker, Ben, is that depending on the address that you use, the more your credit, the more the credit limit you will get. So I used an apartment when I first did mine. I used a friend's apartment, and I applied for Capital One as soon as I got it. They pretty much followed Ben's instructions, which is my broker. The broker, whoever it is that's assigned to you, will tell you exactly what you need to do. You just need to spend about 10 minutes on the phone with them. Well, once you get it, you're initially applying for a Capital One credit card. You follow the directions, and so when I first did mine, I initially got a credit limit of $300 instantly, and it had nothing to do with any of my previous stuff because I have some debt from Capital One for my other Social Security, for my Social Security, and so I knew that I wasn't going to initially get accepted. So this was something that actually showed that this is a new lifestyle. It is changing the way that people can live their life and not be in that positive and not be in that negative mindset. So act now. If you can, it's $125, do it today. If you can't do it today, do it Friday or do it when you can get that money. It's not hard. It's only $200 just to change your life.